Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. Fire ripped through a home today in Hazel Township, leaving the residents without a place to stay. WYLN's Gary Perna has more on the fire.
It was just after 10 this morning when firefighters were sent to a house fire at 238 West Coal Miner Drive in Hazel Township. While firefighters were responding to the call, they were told that the resident may be home with their 3 dogs.
The neighbors couldn't attest as to if the two occupants of the residence were out of the structure, so the guys engaged on an initial primary search trying to find if anybody was in the residence. The owners were, after primary search, the owners were not here. Another resident said the vehicle that the owners have was not here in the driveway, so we attribute it to that. The next door neighbor, there was 1 occupant on the exposure side. That owner did escape on his own.
As the chief said, luckily the residents were not home, but the dogs were. 2 of the 3 dogs were rescued, 1 by a neighbor, the other by a firefighter.
The other dog we did find in the kitchen area. It succumbed to the heat and the smoke and the fire.
The chief said when they arrived, they found heavy fire blowing out of the rear of the home.
There was extensive fire at the back of the structure, extending into the other half of the occupancy. Right now, we're trying to do overhaul. It's a balloon frame plank house, so it runs the walls real easily, so we're chasing little hot spots all over the structure.
Petition noted that the department has a pre-plan for this section of the township, which made the firefight more efficient.
You know, our pre-plan for this side of the village is our first due engine always hits the hydrant that's located up here on Babe Ruth Court and Sophia Cox. He lays down the long way, but you know, trying to get other additional resources here, early stage of the fire. We don't want to block 940 because this street, the fire hydrant's on the opposite side of 940, and we don't want to hinder other resources trying to get into the scene. So, you know, the second due engine always takes that after we get our truck and everything in.
The resident of the other side of the home was able to make it out without any problems. Fire crews from Freeland, Foster Township, Whitehaven, Weatherly, Hazelton, and Valley Regional all assisted Hazel Township at the scene, along with an animal response team and the American Red Cross. A state police fire marshal has been called in to look for a cause of this morning's fire. In Drifton for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
It was an early morning vehicle pursuit of a 22-year-old Hazelton man that led state police to his apprehension. The vehicle was traveling west at a high rate of speed on Route 424 around 1:45 this morning in Hazel Township. The attempted traffic stop then escalated as the driver fled through the township and Hazelton City, discarding multiple items, including suspected heroin along the way. It all ended when he struck a guardrail at the area of Mine Street. The driver attempted to flee on foot but didn't get too far as troopers apprehended him not even a block from the crash. A large amount of narcotics that included a white powder suspected crystal meth, a white rock substance, and 92 bundles of suspected heroin were found inside the vehicle. Troopers also retrieved items tossed from the vehicle. Today, Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis released the results of the investigation into the motor vehicle crash that happened in 2017 in Rice Township. The DA saying the August 25th crash, where a family walking along Alexander Boulevard in Rice Township, is where the accident occurred. The incident was investigated by Rice Township Police, Pennsylvania State Police, and the District Attorney's Office. As a result of that investigation, law enforcement ruled the crash was not an intentional act. The DA said at all times the driver of the vehicle was fully cooperative in the investigation. No criminal charges will be filed. Hazelton Area School Board appointed both Jared O'Donnell and Robert Stevens as 1099 vendors for executive directors of the Hazelton Area Education Foundation. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has all that and more.
Both Jared O'Donnell and Robert Stevens were appointed 1099 vendors for executive directors of the Hazleton Area Education Foundation by the school board last night at their monthly meeting.
Just go and talk a little bit more about those spaces with the board and just to see if they're really wanting to do that. You know, that it's certainly, I'm a pool guy and I've said that before, so we need to make sure that we're doing the right thing, making the right decisions for the students, for the district, and making sure that it's fiscally responsible for the taxpayer as well.
Both will receive a salary of $1,000 per month stipend and a 20% commission on all cash donations, as well as a 10% commission on all in-kind donations. The board also chose to table renovations and usage of pool space as classroom space at this time, which would happen at Freeland Elementary Middle School, Heights Terrace Elementary Middle School, McAdoo Clares Elementary Middle School, and Valley Elementary Middle School, due to overcrowding across the district.
We had a long discussion on the foundation itself, the ability for that type of program to build so much capacity for the district and so much revenue for the district. We had great individuals that came in and applied for the position. Very difficult decision when it came down to the two. They had different strengths, so we decided that at the final hour to go with both of them and see what comes out of it because of both of their uniquenesses in that position.
Swim athletics at competition level wouldn't be affected by this change. The summer lunch program from June 15th to August 17th will continue, and graduation date is scheduled for June 15th, rain dates June 16th and June 17th. The board appointed Deborah Szymanski as Assistant Director of Special Education and Early Intervention at a salary of $103,501.
She's currently the Director of Early Learning, so an Assistant Director, when you're moved to a different level, you certainly get a bump up in salary.
Hazleton Area School Board's next meeting will take place Thursday, May 24th. Reporting from Hazleton for Wyln News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
And you'll be able to see that entire school board meeting here on Wyln tomorrow at 12:30. We'll show it to you in its entirety, as Wyln always does. Wilkes-Barre Mayor Tony George extending his search for a new police chief beyond the ranks of the city's police department. The city announced yesterday afternoon they're conducting a search to fill the position currently held by Chief Marcella Lindacki, who's set to retire June 3rd. Applications will be accepted through May 8th. State statute or third-class city code says the chief shall be designated by the mayor from within the ranks of the police department. But if no qualified officer from within the ranks has applied for such designation, the chief of police shall be designated by the mayor from outside the ranks. Although the code doesn't specify what makes an officer qualified for the position, job duties and qualifications can be found on the city's Human Resources webpage. Coming up on Wyln News, an award for revitalization in downtown Hazleton. Plus, we'll tell you where tuition is going up. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Overnight fog and showers, the low 44. Partly cloudy early, then some showers and maybe even thunder tomorrow afternoon, the high 64. Sunday, much cooler, clouds and a high of 47. We'll be right back.
For a decade, Schuylkill County had no property tax increases, and all was good. Then serial tax increaser George Helkovich came along, and the smiles quickly disappeared. Commissioner Helkovich raised property taxes 3 times in 6 years. Even worse, Helkovich used money from your property taxes to give himself a pay raise. Dan Muser's a fiscal conservative and reformer with a plan to eliminate all school property taxes. Dan Muser, he's on our side.
I'm Dan Muser, and I approve this message.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
How low can liberal Paul Mango go? His new ads? Disgusting lies. The truth? Scott Wagner is a proven conservative. He's pro-life and endorsed by the Pennsylvania Republican Party. Conservatives oppose Paul Mango because he's a phony. Mango's a leading advocate for Obamacare. His company helped outsource jobs to India and Mexico, and he received a no-bid taxpayer-funded contract from Tom Wolfe. Paul Mango. Losing, liberal, and desperate. Just say no to Paul Mango.
The Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress has received the 2018 National Main Street Accreditation. DHAP was designated as an accredited Main Street America program for meeting standards set by the National Main Street Center. The revitalization program generated around $6.5 million of private funding in building renovations in 2017. DHAP reported that downtown Hazleton has gained nearly 80 new businesses since 2014. Main Street America has been helping revitalize historic and commercial districts for the past 35 years. In 2017, DHAP's Main Street District was honored as one of the top 10 performing programs in the state. Schuylkill County Commissioners voted Wednesday in Pottsville to increase the caps on 5 contracts this year with drug and alcohol treatment for its citizens. Choices of northeastern Pennsylvania could receive an $8,000 increase. Bowling Green Brandywine and Clinical Outcomes Group could receive a $10,000 increase each, while Godzilla Corporation and Pyramid Healthcare could receive a $15,000 increase each. A 2.4% increase in tuition to enroll at Luzerne County Community College for Luzerne County residents was approved yesterday through a $45 million budget. The new rate for Luzerne County residents will be $1,950 per semester for full-time students enrolled for 12 to 18 credits per semester. Part-time students will be charged on a per-credit basis of $130 a credit. Out-of-county residents, will be charged double, $3,900 per semester, and out-of-state students will be charged triple, $5,850. The college offers a reduced rate for high school students taking college courses at the college for $64 per credit and $40 per credit for courses taken at the student's high school. Northeast Extension motorists of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, listen up. If you're using Route 903 Easy Pass Only exchange, that's exit 87 in Carbon County, you should be prepared for some slow-moving or possibly stopped traffic for tonight and tomorrow. According to the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission, starting at 10 o'clock tonight until 6 tomorrow morning, the southbound exit lanes will be closed. The same time frame goes for tomorrow as well for the southbound entry lanes. Those overnight closings will enable technicians to safely service overhead electronic toll equipment. Work schedules are subject to change based on the weather conditions. If you need to report an accident or other emergency on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, a reminder, dial star 11 on your mobile phone. Coming up on Oneida's News Choice, a concert at Christ Lutheran Church in Community and You. Plus, in case you missed it, we have the Week in Review. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
How dishonest is Scott Wagner? I'll show you. A year ago, I posted this video highlighting my strong opposition to Obamacare. And believe me, Obamacare was never the answer. I also called Obamacare a disaster. Newspapers confirmed I not only opposed Obamacare, I called for repealing Obamacare. Wagner knows all this. yet ran this ad trying to deceive you anyhow. And that tells you everything you need to know about Scott Wagner.
Are you in good hands? Call Gary McNeilis of Allstate Insurance for all your insurance needs. The McNeilis Agency has 2 locations to conveniently serve you, 1092 North Church Street in Hazel Township and Hometown Village Square in Hometown. Their quality, service-oriented agency will make sure you get the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call in Hazel Township at 570-454-1981 or in Hometown at 570-668-5133.
Are you in good hands?
Strong families and strong values are what make Pennsylvania great. My mother was strong, and she raised me with Pennsylvania values like hard work and integrity.
Republican John Schrin, running for Congress to fight for our conservative values.
And I'll stand with the president to drain the swamp, secure our borders, and fight for the forgotten families of this country.
Strong borders, strong families, strong values. John Schrin for Congress.
I'm John Schrin, and I approve this message.
Welcome to Community in You. I'm Julia Wiegand, and here today we have Cindy Durr to talk about the Jubilation Ringers coming up this Sunday. So tell me a little bit about these bells.
Well, the Jubilation Ringers from Asbury United Methodist Church is coming here this Sunday, April 29th at 4 p.m. to do a concert for our 200th anniversary that our church is celebrating all of this year. They have, if I may read this so I can get it right, they have 7 full octaves of English handbells, 2 octaves of silver melody bells, 3 octaves of Dutch handbells, and 6 octaves of hand chimes, which is 220 instruments in all. I have here just a sample of bells and chimes from our bell choir that we have here at Christ Lutheran, our largest and smallest, so you can imagine the sizes that they have. Also the chimes, our largest and smallest, they have chimes that are as tall as I am, that you have to play with mallets. So it's a wonderful group. They've been playing together since 1979 at Asbury United Methodist. And 2 of our congregation's sons who grew up here in this congregation and now live down in the Allentown area ring with the Jubilation Ringers. So
that's amazing.
Yes,
sounds like it's going to sound beautiful.
It is. It will be a beautiful concert. And there's no charge for the concert. It's free admission. Our gift to the community and like I said, with our 200th anniversary, we're just inviting everyone to come out.
And that's really nice of you guys to let everyone experience all these neat bells. Can we hear one of them?
Sure. I'll play the little one. This is the C8, our smallest. Wow. I could try to. Let me just mallet it, maybe.
Oh, okay. Cool. And then everything in between those 2 sizes.
Everything in between. Plus, they have a larger range than we do. We have just 5 octaves here.
Right.
And again, the chime gives you a much different sound. Right. And then here's the smaller one.
Okay. All
so
right.
That's the range that we have here, and they have, as I said, many, many more.
Right.
That you would be hearing.
And again, you get to hear the Jubilation Ringers ring out their melodies this Sunday at 4 p.m. here at Christ Lutheran in Cunningham on Main Street. Thank you for having us today.
Oh, thank you. It was a pleasure.
We'll see you next time on Community in You.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Monday. Hazleton police responded Sunday afternoon to a male and female domestic dispute in the 800 block of West Diamond Avenue involving a knife. According to investigators, Jamel Jacone allegedly stabbed her husband Francis, and he threw a brick paver at her and then stabbed her with a knife. Both were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Charges of aggravated assault, simple assault, and harassment were filed against each of them. Tuesday. Shoppers at a busy grocery store in West Hazleton Tuesday morning were surprised when a car burst into flames. Fire crews and police were dispatched to the parking lot of Wise Market on Susquehanna Boulevard just after 10 for a report of a vehicle fire. No one was in the vehicle at the time of the fire, and no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is listed under investigation, but they believe the cause was due to a mechanical malfunction. Wednesday. 95 new jobs over the next 3 years will be coming to the Humboldt Industrial Park. The announcement came from Governor Tom Wolf's office at Iris USA, a manufacturer and distributor of ejectable molds, plastic products, will be expanding to a new location in Hazel Township. The company is investing at least $83.6 million into this project. Thursday, 3 women and a man were taken into custody Wednesday night in Plains Township. Officials caught up with them at Mohegan Sun Pocono Casino in connection with an alleged murder in West Virginia. Authorities say they robbed and killed 67-year-old Timothy Pale Sunday and made off with his vehicle and credit cards, which they allegedly used in the casino. Drugs, guns, and devices for making counterfeit currency were found in the suspect's hotel rooms. A magisterial district judge arraigned all 4 and ordered them to Luzerne County Prison. Friday. A fire ripped through a home in Hazel Township Friday morning. Crews found heavy fire when they arrived at the home on West Coal Miner Drive in the Drifton section of the township. No one was home when the fire got its start. 2 dogs were rescued from the fire. 1 dog perished. That's your weekend review, sponsored by Four Blooms Restaurant in Drums.
Next weekend, the entire community is invited to a night at the races. It benefits the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation. It is Saturday, April 28th. It will be filled with a lot of fun, food, and racing. Doors open at 6. Racing starts at 6:30. The event will be held at the Elks Lodge on East Broad Street. Admission, $5. That includes a dinner buffet. The Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation is a nonprofit that is the regional sponsor of the Beads of Courage program in Pennsylvania. Again, that night at the races is coming up tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. That's when doors open. And if you'd like more information, you can log on to palermofoundation.org. And Hazleton's Rotary Club also holding a night at the races, and that's to benefit the club's community project. That event also taking place tomorrow evening at J.J. Ferrara Performing Arts Center on Broad Street, sponsored by Avellino Enterprises and Community Bank. Doors open at 6 p.m. The festivities begin at 6:30. Tickets are $8 in advance, $10 at the door. You can buy a horse for $10 for a chance to win $50. Food and refreshments are free, and you must be at least 21 to attend. They'll also have tricky trays and raffles, as well as the chance to catch the Drop the Drugs van to discard any no longer prescription meds that you may have in your house and don't need anymore. That's tomorrow, and it's not only happening there, but other locations as well. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup with a Snow Dog plow, or have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in now and take advantage of the spring sales event.
At the Joyce Insurance Group, we offer insurance tailored to your needs. We protect what matters most to you.
We've been serving the needs of thousands of clients throughout Northeast Pennsylvania since 1955.
Our professional agents are dedicated to providing you with a great insurance experience.
With 62 years in business, our clients are the reason that we care the most.
Ask any of our 5,000 plus satisfied customers, and they'll tell you the right choice is Joyce.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialist, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
A sense of self-worth, of purpose after war. It can be found by having the courage to learn new things and experience new adventures. We develop confidence through accomplishment. If you're a combat veteran struggling with the scars of war, consider getting into the outdoors. The outdoors has really helped me cope, and it just might help you too. Get out of the house, experience life and the healing power of nature.
Watch Staff Sergeant Olson heal the wounds of war through outdoor activities. Watch Warrior Summit Outdoors. Weather on WYLN TV 35 is brought to you by State Representative Tara Toohill. Paid for by the committee to elect Tara Toohill.